I spent all of yesterday in my room because we're just fucking dead. Like, poor Rinka, man. There's no food left in the house, so I need to trudge over the convenience store today, even though I don't wanna. And it's raining, it looks like. I don't want to go outside in the rain and be all sad and... Yep, there, and it's raining outside. The rainy season just started, so there will be plenty more in the days to come. Fucking just gonna be all depressed. Oh, well, we're back here. Hey! Miharu hasn't spoken to Rinka ever since Naomi's funeral. She recognizes that she lacks the ability to fill the gaping hole left in Rinka's heart. Well, you do, but... Well, of course, she wants to spend every possible second with her, if at all possible. Simply being there with her isn't enough for Miharu, though. Her greatest desire involves Rinka's happiness herself. Itself. She truly believes that her actions will protect Rinka in her current state. That's why Scale's proposition was such welcome news. All four likely had their own convictions, but that's fine. It doesn't change the fact that she still considers them targets to eliminate. Destroy! One day later, Scale makes contact with Miharu. He said he would be spending some time looking into Yu's background, so she started to wonder if he had found something already. It was going to be a lot faster than expected either way. He denied it in the dream world, but he really might be a detective. I mean, I don't know, he's got that, he's a justice man, so yeah, he might very well be a detective. Of course, it's equally possible that he failed to find anything of note. In that case, figuring out a quick solution is the best way to go.
こんばんは。
ちょうどいい。ジョーちゃんを待ってたところだ。
God, I don't even...
今日はおごるぜ。
Oh, okay. Give me some milk. Everyone's already drinking by the time she arrives. Miharu finds herself questioning why adults find it necessary to drink this much. Miharu, listen, when you get to a certain age, you're gonna want to drink. I mean, I don't drink, but, you know, she gets that there are these kind of people who need a drink to talk things out properly, though. That's why she opts to accept the offer and order some milk. That's my girl. They only serve espressos here, apparently, and Miharu turns down the offer. She's still hoping that the next time she drinks coffee, it'll be Rinka's. Oh!
要件は手短にしてもらえるかな。君たちが飲んでいると話が長くなって嫌だからね。
Tipsy people tend to start talking and they don't stop.
辛辣だね。まあ呼んだからにはそれなりの成果はあるさ。
Good news, you say.
成果。
Oh, we got some background information on
4番の少年、ユウのことについてさ。俺の見立て通り、すでに多くのジャーナリストがこの件を調べていた。
So maybe even the journalists found something out too, and then, you know, just from that information.
俺たちが彼を脱落させたら、彼らの努力はどうなってしまうんだろうね。別の事件を調べていたことにでも変わるのだろうかね。
No, that scoop just wouldn't exist. Like, that entire portion just would not happen anymore.
もったいぶってないでとっとと話せよ。結局、どこまでの情報が分かったんだ。
I'm with Frederico on this one. Fucking just keep going, man.
アメ茶高校爆破事件と関係が囁かれてる無国籍テロ集団、通称ヌルだが、どうやら直接の関係はないらしい。
Well... That was like definitely easy and common sense to figure out, right? He's just acting on his own. Like he didn't
が全くの無関係でもなさそうだ。どうやら思想やスタンスに共感してヌル日本支部を名乗っている組織があるらしく、そいつと関係があるようだ。
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I was wondering where he would have gotten the bombs. So who knows, man?
昨日の段階では、君は彼がヌルと関係していると言っていたね。 どうしてたった1日でそこまで分かったんだい？
ユウというのは彼のコードネームみたいなものだろ。俺たちくらいしかその情報は掴んでいないからね。有力な情報交換の材料になったよ。
It's not a code name, it's what he believes his name to be. Well, at that point. The entire conversation has taken a toll on Miharu's sense of reality. Hearing about things like this makes her feel like she's playing a part in some fictional story.
連中の思想や目的なんて今はどうでもいい。ユウにも直接の関係はないからな。大事なのはユウ個人の情報さ。
Please tell us specifically information about him.
ここまでが前提条件ってわけか。続けな。
He was teasing us.
あの少年のことかはわからないが、ヌル日本支部に今年の春、少年のメンバーが入ったという話を聞いた。
Okay, so we got a little bit of a time frame, you know.
紛争地域の出身らしく、元傭兵だそうだ。向こうの方には身寄りのない子供を集めて少年兵にしている組織もあるらしくてな。そこから買われたらしい。
Who brought that up? I don't remember. I think it was Miharu saying that, No. It was either it was. Oh my God! Listen. Someone brought up the fact that they do that. That gather up the orphans and raise them as child soldiers. There you go. That's exactly what happened.
銃器の扱いに長け、まるで心がないかのように戦っていたらしい。ついたあだ名は神速のイテ、サジタリウス。
Oh boy, he's got a nickname.
うさんくせ。
この辺りは少年を商品としている組織が生やし立てただけだろうな。話を戻そうか。
Now how do we kill that which has no emotion?
どうやら日本に個人的な恨みを持っているという噂もあるから、自分から志願したという説もある。
So he's got a grudge for some reason and volunteered, and there you go.
もっとも、ヌル日本支部としては兵士を求めていたわけではないらしい。ただ命を捨てることを厭わない人形を買った。そんな認識だそうだ。
Damn.
どの筋の情報だそりゃ。
そいつは教えられないね。教えたらあんたらが襲いに行くかもしれないだろ。
His fucking super detective ass sources. Holy shit.
わかってらっしゃる。まあこの場合はいいさ。どうせあたしらは勝ち込み担当だろ。
It's like Miharu and Scale are the brains, while you guys are the brawn.
そうなると、この中で僕は場違いだね。
Shut up, you're the brains. Well, part of the brains.
そうでもないさ。現に君は俺たちを動かしている。メリットもきちんと提供してくれているしね。
Miharu's just like, why am I even here? I'm not doing anything. Scale gives her a quick wink. Hold on there. It only serves to annoy Miharu, prompting her to avert her eyes of the huff.
アメチャ高校だっけか？あんなところを爆破したのはどうしてなんだ？
俺もちょうどその話をしようと思っていたところだ。どうやら組織の指示ではないそうだ。
Of course not. Oh my god. Well, I understand. They wouldn't know. But like, we know because we're on the outside, right?
持ち込まれた爆弾の量や彼の潜入の手段などからして、ユウの他に協力者はいたらしいが、どうやらユウ個人がメンバーを先導したそうだ。
Okay, so he did in fact completely act alone, as we thought. His infiltration method involved wearing the Omeka school uniform to blend in. While he did stand out due to his appearance, no one doubted that he was a girl. It was an act so bold that in turn it seemed perfectly natural.
かか そんなもんもう組織として崩壊してんじゃねえか。
組織として崩壊。そういえば先月の終わり頃に渋谷付近の山手線内で不審物が見つかった事件があったね。何か関係があるのかな。
It would have been.
そうだ。どうしてヌル日本支部の情報がこうも筒抜けになってきているか、そろそろ想像できるはずだ。何事もなく済んだのは組織に裏切り者がいたからだそうだ。自らテロに志願したが実行しなかった裏切り者がね。
Goddamn traitors won't even do damn terrorist acts. Why does this world come to? Feels bad.
これをきっかけに水面下で捜査が入った。混乱や報復を招くため大々的には報道されてはいないが、すでにヌル日本支部の中枢メンバーは逮捕され、組織は反壊状態だそうだ。
ある意味じゃヌルってのも風評被害を食らってんだな。そんな間抜きに足元救われてんだから。
I mean, how much reputation does a terrorist group have, really? It's not a good reputation, so again, to hit from the reputation right in the kisser is not no one's big deal, but well, at least for us anyway.
裏切り者が出るってことはことを起こす前に組織としちゃ限界を迎えてたんだろうな。金か人かは知らねえが、さてそろそろ確信だろ。
He's gonna be like, well, now here's the best part.
なあ、情報はまだある。連中には今話した事件の前に山手線で自爆テロを起こす計画があったらしい。
Yes, alright.
しかしその実行犯が突然失踪したことにより計画は延期。
Mahara can already tell where he's going with this. The nature of the conversation still feels odd, but she finds herself able to follow along well enough. Well, you're not dumb, so. Skill takes another sip of his drink before presenting its conclusion.
失踪した実行犯こそおそらく
Ah.
ユウだ。
We already knew that, boys. We got it. We got this case in the bag.
そして当初の計画実行の時期は5月の初秋。この国のゴールデンウィークの直後だ。選定開始と被っているのは偶然とは思えないさ。
こいつは思った以上の成果だ。てめえ、ユウの死因まで上げてきたってわけか。
Da 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 da.
自爆テロとは随分予想外な答えが飛び込んできたもんだ。
I mean, he said he was going to be a hero. Their exchange doesn't seem to make sense on the surface, but Miharu is able to place the pieces as they talk. Then again, anyone would be able to put two and two together after hearing this much, right?
自爆テロで死んだからその事件自体がなかったことになってるってわけだな。となると奴の死因は爆死か焼死か。おっ出たぜ。
Got him. Get that right in there. Light spews forth from Frederico's card book, followed by Odette's and Miharu's, resulting in the new card for each. It has only been a single day since they began to cooperate, but they have already discovered Yu's cause of death. It's cause for joy, but even more than that, surprise. Miharu is just as surprised as the others, albeit not entirely for the same reasons. Wednesday, May 2nd. The very day Miharu and Rinka, along with the other participants, lost their lives, the day fate itself was altered. Rinka had told Miharu the general gist of what she did that day. She never mentioned her direct cause of death, but Miharu made sure to ask Naomi, who was with Rinka that day, about the details a few days later. Naomi was obviously frightened by Miharu's threatening attitude, but she did talk about her dreams where she and Rinka were caught up in a fire while on a train. Miharu feels nothing but guilt over how she treated Naomi at that time, but it's too late for that now because, you know, she's done so. Regardless, Rinka's death was through suffocation. Maharu learned this after eliminating Sonya and obtaining that card. God damn it! As much as it pained Maharu to imagine Rinka's death, she used that card together with what Naomi had told her to reach the conclusion that smoke from the fire caused Rinka to suffocate. No. However, part of her conjecture was incorrect. She now realizes it was no accident. Rinka was a victim of used terrorist attack. Double.
どうしたミハル顔色が悪いようだけれど
That means way more reason to kill him. Jesus.
失礼。山手線というのは僕も利用しているからね。そこで人が死ぬところをつい想像してしまっただけさ。
Good cover. Got it. Good job, Maharu. Maharu does all she can to maintain composure, but her expression shows hints of anger. You took not only Naomi's life, but Rinka's as well. She can't forgive him for that. Yup.
気持ちはわかるよどんな思想があるのかは知らないがこいつは間違いなくとんでもない悪だな野放しにしてはいけない
Like, at least for me, you went from a character where you kind of care, where you actually care about, to one where you're like, I don't give a fuck. I just want him to die. Like, it's such a drastic fucking, like, perception of a character. Kind of like that one bitch in that Darling of the Who's What's It's anime, where you're like, oh yeah, be with Breadman. Oh no, you're a bitch all of it for like no reason. You go with some fucking dude who's like, you've had literally zero interaction with, but you like him, and it makes no sense story-wise, and it's really bad, but, you know, you're a piece of shit, so I hate you, and you're not best waifu anymore. But, you know...
ミハルの方から4番を優先すると提案してもらって感謝してるくらいだカードの消滅なんてことが起こらなければ俺には3つのカードが揃ってたのにな
まあ問題はその未練だなあんたの速さにはかなわないだろうが時間さえかければ俺たちも死因まではたどり着けた
残念ながら彼の未練についての手がかりを僕は持っていないよ
Yeah, sorry, Frederica. Me and Maharu, we ain't got nothing right now.
まあ手段は2つだろ一つはガキを知るやつを探し出して話を聞くもう一つは
Who the fuck would know it other than me? I'm Rinka. But, or...
直接聞くだ
Okay, so... We're gonna have... You think all four of us can deal with a super soldier? I don't know about that. Odette grins from ear to ear before downing the remainder of her downing the remainder of her drink. Oh my god. Is it gonna no. Maharu takes a bit of a detour and heads over to Lion House. She can already tell like everything's getting dusty. Everything's like fucked up. Like the building itself is like collapsing in on itself because Rinka just doesn't give a flying fuck anymore.
リンカは何をしているだろうか
Laying in bed, being sad about life. Maharu cannot muster the courage to set foot inside. Oh, come on! She does not want to accept that her presence alone will do nothing for Rinka. Come on! Instead, she recalls events from the bar as she gazes through a window. Scale's ability to gather information took her by surprise. All she did was reveal Yu's name, and with just that, he quickly discovered his cause of death. And just as they were at a loss in regards to his regret, Odette showed them the way. She seemed excited about the prospect of resorting to violence, too. Well, you know, Maharu is well aware of how capable she is, but today she learned it means nothing when compared to their connections and experience. Not to mention Odette's extraordinary physique and spirit. Nose. Her presence acted as an insurmountable wall. The prospect of her own elimination doesn't frighten Maharu, though. What frightens her is both Rinka's reaction to what's happening, as well as the idea of Rinka herself being eliminated.
僕だけいや僕ではリンカをつなぎ止めることはできないから
But, her willingness to give in, coupled with a complete lack of faith in herself, this is the side of Mahara that she never wanted anyone to see. Even so, she made a promise to herself a long time ago. So long as Rinka believes she's strong-hearted, she will do everything she can to live up to those expectations, no matter the cost. Fortunately, Maharu knows that both Scale and Audette are overestimating her. Perhaps it's due to the bluff she had been maintaining for years, but all she has to do is keep pretending until the lie eventually becomes the truth. She hates herself for being a liar, but she also appreciates her ability to lie for the sake of a single goal. Indeed, she does it all for one person. See? She's doing it all for me. Everything's coming up Millhouse. All for Rinka. Dude, only character in this game I trust at this point. Because she's so fanatical about Rinka that I trust her completely. Oh, the rainy season continues. Just as I continue to remain a shell of my former self. I've only been eating the bare minimum I need to survive. She's literally like basically starving herself. She probably doesn't go to the bathroom for only like once a day, you know. I haven't weighed myself, but I probably lost a couple pounds.
Naomi. ごめんね。
Rinka, come on. Rinka, snap the fuck out of it. I mean, I guess it's easy to say when you're if you were in this situation. I would just instantly realize, or like, we could just get rid of you and then we'd be fine. Like, you know, it's easy to say that, but if you're actually in this situation and you saw your friend essentially burning to death as well as having gotten their neck broken, you know, I think that's like a whole different story and can in fact traumatize you in a way, you know? And that's what's happening with Rinka. She's traumatized, she's depressed, all this shit happened to her. Like, it's sad. And she's not like she doesn't have her head in the game, basically. I've been having the same nightmare lately. It starts with the day I met Naomi and ends the moment she died. Oh, stop! Night after night, I'm forced to watch her die. I guess it's an appropriate punishment for me, though. It's my fault that she died, after all. This is the only way I can repent. The only thing I've done since then is wallow in my own regret.
こんなことなら出会わなければよかったのかな。
Oh, you know Naomi wouldn't have agreed to that. I can't help but think that. My thought process is nothing but an endless loop about this. I hear my phone ring. I reach over to pick it up. And as I do, I notice the date. Thursday. 5 days have already passed since Naomi died. I have a huge number of missed calls and messages. Most are from Mao. We're still off from school, so I wish she'd leave me alone. Damn! I don't have it in me to answer any calls or look at any messages she sent. I'm practically the one who killed Naomi. Oh, just stop it! Listen, you did involve her, and I get it. We knew this was going to happen. Everyone in the comments knew this was going to happen. That she was going to get hurt in some way, shape, or form. As soon as you said that she can help you out and be your, like, anchor support. But still, come on. She wouldn't have died if I hadn't got her involved. Well, now you learned your lesson, and when she comes back, then you don't have to ever involve her ever again. There you go. What gives me the right to speak to Mao? The responsibility I feel over all this crushes me more and more each and every day. Stop it.
おばあちゃんだ。
This is one missed call from my gran. She left a voicemail. Come see me if things get tough. Ooh. It's a simple message, but it's one that instills in me a sense of relief. throwing everything by the wayside and spending time with her until my eventual elimination doesn't really sound too bad. Oh, well, I guess Rinka's going on a grandma adventure, I guess. Oh no, why am I here? Although Maharu is cooperating with Scale and the others, she still makes sure to go about her daily life as usual, which is working at the maid cafe. School being closed has served as a good opportunity for her to take on more shifts at work, which means more money. They did warn all students to avoid going outdoors as much as possible, but she didn't care. No one's gonna mess with Maharu, you kidding me? Hearing the jingle at the door, Maharu directs her attention towards the entrance.
お帰りなさいませ、ご主人さん。
Oh. Uh-oh. She finds herself at a loss for words. Who can blame her? Addressing the people who just walked through the door as master is something she would much rather not do.
本日は雨のため、足元にご注意してお帰りくださいませ。
おい待てよ。俺たちは客だぜ。
God damn it, dude. Why?
まあまあフェデリーコ君、ここはメイド喫茶というものだ。
Okay.
俺たちもきちんと挨拶を返さないから言われてしまうんだ。
Of course it's these two fucks. God. Hey. Hands off. Scale clears his throat before continuing.
ただいまー。
Oh my god. I wanna die.
お気をつけていってらっしゃいませ。
Maharu is having none of their shit right now. It's great.
帰れってことじゃねえか。
Yeah, she is. Get the fuck out of here.
日本のツンデレというやつは面白いな。
I wouldn't say Maharu's a soon at all, but you know, whatever.
適当なこと言ってんじゃねえぞ。大体何なんだこの店は。
Why the fuck are we even here right now?
入り口で騒がれても迷惑だ。席まで案内するよ。
Charge them for the most expensive things on the menu, which is everything. It's common for foreigners to visit a maid cafe in Akiba, so the two of them don't stand out too much. Maharu makes sure they can hear her muttering as she directs them to their table.
どうして僕が
You worked here. That's the biggest problem. Maharu ends up being left in charge of them due to the language barrier. Look, just because I can magically understand them and they can magically understand me is bullshit. Alright?
何を勘違いしているのか知らないけれど、ここは君たちの来る店ではないよ。
Not Maharu, that you're on duty. That's no way to actually say any, like, you can get in big trouble for saying something like that.
もっと現実に不満を持っていて、さらに女子と接点がないがために過度の幻想を抱いてしまった残念なご主人様たちが訪れる場所さ。
Oh, Maharu, you sassy!
フェデリーコ君、俺はこの特製パンケーキを頼もうと思っているのだが。
Oh no, I should have known they were gonna get the special pancake.
あんた持ちだろ。注文は任せるよ。しかし、落ち着かない店だな。
So are these two just here enjoying themselves? Or are they here for like some specific reason involving Maharu? Or just to bother her? Like,
とりあえずスケールさん、そのメニューを頼んだら、僕は君を一生許さない。
Oh my god, dude.
なあ、フェデリーコ君、アルコールメニューもあるみたいだよ。ビールでいいかな？
なぜだ？どうして？
I love how you can hear the physical pain coming from Maharu's voice. Oh, lordy lord. Are we good? A full hour later, Maharu sees them off, her face bright red with embarrassment, all the while, of course. Scale showed her absolutely no mercy, making her cast a tasty spell on his food. The last person to order it was Sophia, or Sonia, whichever one you want to call her. But that hardly compared to the sheer humiliation she felt this time around. Scale knew what maid cafes were all about, but the bigger issue was Frederico. The grin on his face as she struck that pose made her want to choke the life out of him right then and there. The fun and games only lasted till they got their bill, though. After that was sorted out, Scale quietly told her to come to the usual place. He could have just phoned it or texted her, but instead, he chose to come all this way and with Frederico to boot. She couldn't help but feel there was a connection between this and both of their secrets. This is pretty funny, though. Pretty funny.
3日連続でこんなところに出入りしていたら、僕はそのうち補導されてしまうよ。
I will kill every single one of you for being in that place. Frederico and Scale are already there by the time Miharu arrives. As expected, Odette is nowhere to be seen.
いくら情報網に自信があるとはいえ、あれはないんじゃないかな、スケールさん。
She may have a smile on her face, but there's nothing but hostility toward him underneath. Oh, it's one of those smiles where you're looking at them and you just know they're smiling, but they hate you. They fucking hate you so much.
俺もせっかく日本に来たんだから、日本の文化に触れておきたくてね。
Yeah. Yeah, you could have experienced that elsewhere.
他の店員も見たが、あんたが一番の上玉だ。自信を持っていいぜ。
You feeling that slime creep all over you, Miharu? Cause I'm feeling it.
もう帰っていいかい？そもそも今日はあまり穏やかな話ができそうにないからね。
Just go home. She just walks out. Miharu makes it clear that she has no time for jokes. Dude, Miharu's 500% serious. She refuses to order anything today. She doesn't even sit down before continuing.
メイド喫茶にスケールさんと言ってくる。そうでもないと、オデットさんから逃れられないんだね、フェデリーコさん。
Yeah, it's kind of
す
weird.
っかり尻に敷かれていると言っていいね。
It's weird to see Frederico without Odette at this point.
てめえ、俺に喧嘩売ってんのか。
Listen, she can use her breasts and knock you the fuck out, alright?
落ち着け、ミハルもだ。その様子だと今日呼ばれた理由はもう分かっているんだね。
Got some new sweet information for me? Miharu freezes for an instant. She takes a moment to reflect. After all, she must remain one step ahead of her own expectations. Miharu's pupils widen as she reaches a conclusion.
オデット・マランソンの脱落。僕を引き入れたのはそれが目的だね。
Uh-oh. Well, I did. You know, that threw me for a loop. I was totally... I wasn't even, thinking about that. Because we have so much shit left to do on the agenda that it's like, alright, we gotta get rid of you, Alan, and, all this shit. And then it's like, then us three are here alright, we gotta get rid of Odette now. It's like, what the fuck?
俺は君を仲間にしてよかったと思っているよ。
Oh man.
話が早くて本当に助かる。
This is a real dangerous game. Odette could literally be around the corner right now. You don't know.
彼女もまた危険な存在であることは分かっているはずだ。
And then, what if Frederico goes behind our back and tells her? And then, oh Jesus.
以前話した通り、人は行動するとき隙ができる。前を見ればその分、後ろで起きている出来事に気づかなくなるからね。
あんたが唯一あいつの懐に潜れる可能性を持っている。俺はこいつに対してオデットは好きなんて見せやしないからな。
Yeah, I guess we needed to be here for some reason, right?
おとといの今日だ。種明かしをするには少し早すぎやしないかい？
You're supposed to reveal that later and way later, not now?
だからだよ、ミハル。君はオデットにかなわないと思ってしまってはいないか？
Who the fuck can? Realistically here, other than Alan.
彼女が強く聡明であることは誰の目に見ても明らかだ。だからこそ負けを認めるのは危険だ。 オデットの性質は紛れもなく悪だ。だがそれを感じさせない不思議な性質も持ち合わせている。
Yeah, I can get why he says that.
あんたが取り込まれる前に伝えておこうと思ってな。アランの野郎もオデットもいなくなる。どうだ、随分と戦いやすくなるとは思えないか。
Damn, super backstabbed. But I don't think Mahara would have let her into her head anyway. You know what I mean? Because this is Mahara we're talking about.
僕が彼女の情報を集められると、それは過大評価じゃないのかい？
情報って言っても死因はすでに俺とこいつで見当をつけてるんだ。オデットから隠れながらになっちまうが、もう数日もあればカード化できるまで情報が集まるはずだ。
Oh, this is like I said, this is the most dangerous game.
あんたはオデットの未練だけ探してくれればいいんだ。
Oh yeah, just give us the hardest fucking thing to get. That's fucking cool.
卑怯なことをしていると両親が痛むなら心配することはない。
That's just the fucking greatest. You know, that's cool.
悪を倒すなら俺たちは正義だろ。
There's no hesitation in Scale's voice. Maharu casts her eyes down, presenting herself as deep in thought. As she does so, laughter begins to leak out of her mouth. Alright.
面白いことを言うね、君は。僕たちは正義？くす、それは違うよ。僕たちはみんなまとめて悪だよ。
Maharu, come here. I think you just need a hug. We're gonna hug it out.
でもそれでいいさ。悪だって構わない。僕の目的はいつだって一つだからね。
Maharu, come on, stop the crazy act and just come over here. Part of her laughter comes from the massive collapse of tension. The wall she thought to be insurmountable has begun to show its cracks. Just as they've already gotten an idea about of her cause of death, Maharu has come across clues regarding her regret. Oh? Turning those clues into a card shouldn't prove too difficult with Scale's help. What's most hilarious, however, is that Scale, who's willing to betray Audette immediately after forming an alliance, has no idea that Maharu possesses his cause of death card. We knew that, though. She told us before. Situations like this don't happen on a daily basis, and this is why Maharu finds herself laughing hysterically. Her sudden change in attitude seems to perplex Frederico.
こいつ壊れたか？
Okay, Maharu's kind of a little bit unstable, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
心外だね。僕もおかしい時には笑ってしまうよ。
Yeah, but you didn't laugh. You you did laugh, but you did like the like laugh that a yandere does right before they kill someone. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of laugh. Not saying you're a yandere, though she kind of probably is in some way, shape, or form. I say that a lot. Oh boy.
協力関係を結んだんだ。精一杯全うさせてもらうよ。ただし、僕が動くのはどちらにせよ、ユウを脱落させた後だ。この条件については守ってもらうよ。
そう言うと思ったよ。もちろんだ。正義のためにね。
She's right though. Everyone in this game is pretty much not a good person. Well, like evil in a way because of what they have to do. These are in fact evil acts. So he extends his right hand, hoping for Maharu to shake it. Maharu does not respond in kind. However, instead she turns her back on him. Damn! The dim lighting in the bar shimmers off her long, sleek hair.
僕が言うまでもないけれど、ボロは出さないようにした方がいいよ。噛みつこうとして噛みつかれたら情けないからね。
Is that like a premonition of what will happen?
今更だぜ。 俺はあいつと組んでからずっとこの機会を伺ってたんだ。気づかれていようが気づかれていまいが、やるしかねえだろ。
Dude, she is so gonna catch on. She is like, well, she's super smart. She's probably already had plans to kill you. You, and maybe Maharu. Oh my god. Oh god, why did I, hold on, go back. Maharu exits the bar by the time Frederico finishes his exclamation. Oh my god. Back at the Lion House. Well, I mean, it's lights on. Maharu finds herself staring into the Lion House from outside once again. The nighttime summer breeze caresses her.
君のためにやり遂げるよ。くせ正義か悪かなんて僕たちには関係ないからね。
Save me, Maharu. We sure as fuck ain't doing anything about it. That said, she makes her way back home. Ooh. Oh, god damn it.
もう金曜日か。
Rinka, come on. I don't want to come back to every episode and see you sad. I want to see happy Rinka. I mean, Rinka never really smiled anyway, but I want to see happy Rinka again. I want us all to have Naomi back, even though we're going to like keep like 5,000 feet away from her at any given point. I want Maharu to keep doing what she's doing, because she seems to be making actual fucking progress, whereas we're just sitting here wallowing in our fucking filth. We don't even take baths anymore, Rinka. We don't even take baths anymore. We don't do anything. This is depression at its finest right now. Well, finest. You know what I mean. Fuck, man.